Greetings, YouTubians, and welcome back to Wayne Sharp World, where today we are going to be taking a look at another flashy offering coming out of Wuben. And I gotta say, after I reviewed this guy right here, the Wuben X2, which I fell in love with, still my favorite EDC flashlight to date. Really love this guy. Very versatile, very bright, all the settings. A lot of good things behind this knife. I'll have the review of this link below, but I wanted to see what else they had in terms of something a little bigger, but not huge, and also brighter. And I landed right here with this guy right here. This is the Wuben X2. And this one is pretty darn impressive in its own right. Let's unbox this guy here and see just what we have. Here we have the actual flashlight, the X2 itself, and we will put it here right next to the X3. And as you can see, it is noticeably bigger. Now, there are some features that this X2 does not have compared to the X3. We'll do a little compare and contrast and everything here in a bit, but let's set that off to the side and see what else comes in here. We've got this right here, which is the charging cord, which I love what they do with this charging cord here. Actually, let me get all this stuff out of here and then just a little more space on the desktop here. That's all that comes in the box. Really nice box, actually. And then in here is the pamphlet that has your instructions. I don't need instructions for this because I'm pretty well acquainted with it. So we'll get this off, but real quick, we will also take a look at these right here, and I'll hold it. You can pause and read all the important things because these are pretty much the most important specs about the flashlight right here. And now we'll take a look at this thing right here. This is a lanyard slash charging cable, because when you pop this off right here, you have the plugins for the actual flashlight, and then this is a USB to plug into a computer or any other power outlet that you can charge a USB in. Really, really cool. Every time I see that, I've gotten a little used to it. The first time I saw it, I had a very, very geeky moment, and I'm not a huge techie guy. But when I see stuff like this, to me, I'd never seen this before. Maybe it's a little more common than I think, but it was very new to me, and I was like, holy crap, that is really, really cool. So that's your charging cable. And then this is also a tape measure, which is also really cool. So yeah, there is right here, Easy Carry Light Innovator. I would definitely call Wuben an innovator compared to what I've seen throughout the rest of the flashlights that I've handled on my channel and in my personal life. But yeah, really, really cool stuff. And then it also comes with this right here, which is basically just a case covering. What this is probably best for is just if you're, carrying outside, you drop it, it'll keep from, breaking it and whatnot. And you can also, you can use it as a red light. So there's definitely a lot of different uses there for it. I don't know exactly. Maybe this was intended to be a red light. I don't know. To me, I thought it was a protective head covering at first, but the more I'm thinking about it, yeah, maybe it is also kind of that red light you're looking for. So kind of neat there. Works really well, whatever. Obviously something you're not going to carry in your pocket, but it's something that would go good in a backpack if you're in a hiking experience. Let's take a look at some other specs here real quick on this. We have a length coming in at 3.34 inches, a width of 1.53 inches, and a thickness of 0.79 inches. This guy is coming in right at 4 ounces. So yeah, again, it's 4 ounces. I don't think that's too heavy. This really would work fine for EDC, but what I think of this more as is, for me personally, what I would use it for would be hiking or camping. This is a great little powerful light. And for $98, and there may be discounts coming up. If I have a discount code, I'll link it below. I get my discount codes confused sometimes, especially with all the other brands that I work with from time to time. So there could very well be a discount on top of that $98. A max output, 2,500 lumens. This thing is bright. I'll do it here real quick. Boom. Yeah, it's really, really bright for the max output. But it also has all of its other settings that we'll talk about here in just a second. This is IP68 waterproof, meaning it can go 2 meters or less deep into water for up to 1 hour and be okay. So obviously you can't go more than 2 meters, but anything at 2 meters or above, it's good there for up to an hour. So that's really good. So if you're hiking down a trail and you drop it into a stream, the odds of a stream being more than 2 meters deep is pretty unlikely because you're not going to walk through something that is deeper than that. So yeah, really, really nice feature to have on there. And then the settings, we have 6 settings. We have turbo, which you just saw, and then we have kind of the low, medium, high, and then there's also the strobe and the SOS. And I'm not going to show that in this video because I have some people complaining sometimes. And you've already seen it. If you've seen a strobe, you know what a strobe is. And the SOS is a different type of strobe that strobes in a different cadence than a strobe light. So yeah, has those settings as well. I just really like what Wuben is doing with flashlights. They're making them different. This deep carry clip here... Deep carry clip. This is not a deep carry clip. That's, yeah, what is wrong with me? This is a regular pocket clip, but it does carry okay in the pocket. I mean, again, this is why I wouldn't consider it an everyday carry light unless you use a flashlight a lot. Maybe you use a flashlight more than a knife. In that case, I could really make a strong case for this being a great one. If you're in really dark areas, this will light up a dark room very, very well. Even a huge room, it'll light it up very bright, very well. So definitely has some positives there. And then in terms of hiking and camping, this is kind of like if you're night hiking or if you're just like camping in like backcountry. This is great for backcountry camping because you can put it in a backpack and 4 ounces isn't going to really make or break anything unless you're someone who, I know there are some people that try to go like super, super light. Maybe this with those 4 ounces would be too much for you, but for 4 ounces, for this much power, I think it's fantastic. And then you have this, so this little flap here, this is also, so this is a dust flap to protect the plug-in. And then it's also the power flap. You turn that on and yeah. And it activates the flashlight. So pretty cool, very fun, very easy to operate. Another very solid offering from Wuben. If you guys haven't checked out a Wuben flashlight, if you like flashlights, Olight does great. There's other brands that do great. I would definitely recommend checking out Wuben. And if maybe this is too big for you, the X3 is really like, if you're looking for a good EDC flashlight, this thing is fantastic. Like, I really, really love the X3. And I think the X2 is going to be a perfect hiking flashlight for me, camping, hiking. Really looking forward to putting both these to use. This has gotten significant pocket time, and I actually have a video coming up with this about a whole other totally different subject, not even really relating to flashlights in general, but you're going to see it in that because it's just a very, very versatile thing to put in any type of little EDC packs and stuff like that. Really, really nice thing here in the X3. And then the X2, it's that bigger, more powerful version that I think would really excel on the trails, outside, outdoors, or if you're just in bigger dark areas like big buildings that are condemned and out of commission and you're doing some type of work or something in there. Really, really cool little piece here for big dark areas. The Wuben X2, guys, let me know what you think of this. And like I said, if you've handled Wuben before, let me know what you think of Wuben in general. Kind of a brief overview, not quite as interactive as some knife reviews, but I like to bring good EDC gear to you guys, and that's what I think I'm doing here. So let me know what you think of Wuben. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and until the next one, I'm out.